everyone, welcome to It's Healthy Mention channel. So today we are going to see Kent's 12 observation, which is very much important in your practice purpose as well as in academics. So let's begin with the Kent's first observation. What Kent says, first observation says that a prolonged aggravation and then final decline of the patient. इसका मतलब क्या रहेगा? What is the meaning of this? After giving a homeopathic medicine, the patient's symptoms get worse. It means उसके symptoms aggravate हो गए for a long time, बहुत time तक. And instead of improving later, usually after aggravation, we think there would be amelioration, as homeopathic law says. And instead of improving later, the patient health keeps declining. ये क्यों हुआ रहेगा? ये फर्स्ट ऑब्जर्वेशन में इसका आंसर क्यों? इन्फ्रेंस मीन्स व्हाट हैपेंड या क्यों हुआ रहेगा? So it has been a mistake. The anti-SORI was too deep. It has established destruction. Either an anti-SORIC remedy or the constitutional remedy at first case was very deep remedy. So it has established the destruction. मतलब कुछ changes body में लाए रहेंगे उसने. The potency is too high. बहुत ज़्यादा higher potency of medicine you have used like 1 m, 10 m, 50 m. The vital reaction is impossible in this state. The case was an incurable one. जो केस में हम पैलिएट कर सकते हैं उस केस में ये हुआ रहेगा. So how would be the prognosis? Any case you're going to learn or you're going to see, you should know the prognosis of the case. If the prognosis you know what can happen later, please take the case. But you don't know and you may think that it requires any other pathy to help, please take the help of that pathy because it would be safety or it would save the patient's life. So let's see what would be the prognosis. In this case, the prognosis is unfavorable because we don't know what happened to the patient, why he may aggravation of symptoms taken place. Now, in such patient, if you have given any kind of medication, as we seen in inference, so what to do with that kind of patient? So first is antidote the medicine. Antidotes are always given in Boric Materia Medica, Fatak Materia Medica, Allen's note in the relationship options. So you may refer that. First, in incurable or doubtful cases, it is advisable to give nothing more than 30 or 200 potency. If you find this case has taken structural change, so start with low potency and observe whether the aggravation is going to be too deep or too prolonged. Do not prescribe deep remedy when organic disease is present surely. तो उस वक्त always begin with moderately low potency. Usually we start with 30, which is enough for anybody or anything. अभी इसका एग्जाम्पल देखते हैं. A patient with asthma is given a homeopathic remedy. After taking it, his breathing becomes harder for several days. Then, instead of getting better, his asthma attacks become more frequent and this overall energy drops. That is, overall general energy declines. Second observation from organ point of view. So the second observation of Kent says that long aggravation but final and slow improvement. इसका मतलब क्या? What is the mean? After taking the homeopathic medicine, the patient's symptoms get worse for a long time. उसका मतलब it has been aggravated. The symptoms has been aggravated. But after some time, the patient starts improving slowly and steadily. So ये क्यों हुआ रहेगा? Let's see. Inference. The medicine was the correct one, but it acted too strongly or too deeply. मतलब what you have chosen the medicine after taking a complete case and getting the totality of the symptoms, the simillimum, the medicine was correct because it has aggravated and slowly improved, but the potency which has been selected, it may be or might be a wrong one. So the potency here plays very important role. Whenever you see a patient has so much of aggravation already, so start with lower potency, you get the good result. Second, the aggravation lasted longer than ideal, but finally the body responded and started to heal. Maybe the vital force took longer time to heal. The third point says that the disease itself begins to reverse after the aggravation phase. It means beginning of some very marked organic change in some organ. मतलब disease ही time लिया, then it has been reversed and it started to improve. So, इधर का prognosis कैसे रहेगा? The prognosis, obviously, it would be favorable. But sometimes the patient might come during this aggravation state. At that time, you should not touch any remedy, other remedy, or touch the case. In fact, you should leave the patient as it is and wait and watch. Now, what to do? Not to disturb till the action of the doses as completed. As I said, do not disturb the case when the patient says anxiously, hurriedly that my symptoms has been aggravated. But after some time, after wait and watch, all his symptom might be improved slowly. So let's see an example of second observation. A patient with chronic eczema takes a remedy. For the first 2 weeks, the itching and redness increases. That is, his symptoms were aggravated. After that, the skin starts to heal slowly, and over the time, the patient feels better in general health too. That is, first aggravation took, and then he started to getting improved. Third observation. What does this observation says? The aggravation is quick, short, and strong with rapid improvement of the patient. Now let's see what does it means. इसका मतलब क्या है? After giving the homeopathic medicine, like after proper taking case and giving the proper similimum, the patient's symptoms get slightly worse for a short time. But soon, after the patient starts feeling much better and quickly, कुछ टाइम के लिए उसके सिम्टम्स एग्रावेट हो गए थे, बट थोड़े ही वक्त के बाद उसका सिम्टम्स स्टार्टेड इंप्रूविंग बेटर, दैट ही फेल्ट नो major symptoms or affected. So ये क्यों आ रहेगा? Inference. The remedy is correct. So it's a great thing that our remedy has worked because homeopathy works like this only. Like homeopathic aggravation, you may know about it. So the reaction of economy is vigorous. Economy मतलब the person who was get affected, उसका vital foods properly reacted. There is no tendency to any structural change in the vital organs because we didn't give any deep acting remedy or the potency was too much high. So it was a correct observation. So always remember our case should follow the third observation of Kent. Any structural change that may be present will be found on the surface in organs that are not vital. So according to Hering's law, जो भी inside suppressed हुआ था वो सब बाहर आ जाएगा. So you may found the any change on the surface and internal organs would be at the safer side. Now इसका prognosis क्या है? Obviously the prognosis very good. So what happens in acute and chronic case? कब हमें ये aggravation, homeopathic aggravation देखने मिलेगा? In acute case, such slight aggravation of symptoms occurs in first few hours or first hours after the remedy was given. Whereas in chronic case, during the first few days, you might see slight changes in the symptomatology. Now, what to do? Not to disturb the action of the medicine. कुछ interfere करना ही नहीं है. Let the medicine act properly. Whenever you feel that the case is stagnant, you may advise another dose of medicine. Example, a patient with migraine takes the right remedy as homeopathic similimum and potency correct. For a few hours, the headache aggravation slightly, that is headache बढ़ गया उसका for a slight, then it suddenly starts reducing and within a day the patient feels much better and more energetic. So, fourth observation says no aggravation with recovery of the patient. What does this means? इसका मतलब क्या है? After taking the homeopathic medicine, the patient doesn't feel worse at all. मतलब उसको फील ही नहीं हुआ like his symptoms has been aggravated like homeopathic aggravation, nothing. He didn't felt the aggravation of any kind of symptoms. Instead, they start improving steadily from the beginning. So ये इसमें क्या हुआ रहेगा? What would happen in this? In this case, inference, the remedy and the potency is exactly fitted the case. Obviously, if we see the improvement has been started, तो वो रहा proper remedy रहा था. There is no organic disease and no tendency to organic disease. The disease is not of great depth. मतलब superficial disease रह सकता है. Normal acute disease may be slight indisposition भी रह सकता है. If belong to function of nerves rather than to threaten changes in tissues. मतलब it not be very too deep, but it may be related to any normal functional change which may be reversed. So in prognosis इसका in acute case is good because acute case में तुरंत रेमेडी एक्ट करेंगे, बट इन क्रॉनिक केस इट मे बी डाउटफुल. हमें पता नहीं वो केस कहा जा सकता है. मे बी स्टार्टिंगली वो एमिलिरेट करे लाइक पैलिएट कर सकता है, बट मे बी स्ट्रक्चरल चेंजेस और उसका प्रोग्नोसिस वुड बी लेटर बैड. सो वी शुड बी अवेयर, बी केयरफुल while taking a chronic case, and if you know not see any aggravation before amelioration, you should keep the case properly in mind. Then in case में क्या कर सकते हैं? Obviously we should not disturb the action of the medicine. Now let's see the example. A person with mild cough takes the correct homeopathic remedy. There is no increase in cough, but within a day or two, second day, the cough starts reducing and the person feels better. Like he don't suffered any homeopathic or slight aggravation in its cough symptoms, but rather than it has reduced. So it is a very good thing that the patient symptoms may be reduced in acute case, but make sure in chronic case you keep in watch over the in overall case. Fifth observation from Organon. So let's see. The amelioration comes first and the aggravation comes afterwards. What does it mean? इसका मतलब क्या है? After giving the remedy, the patient first feels better. Symptoms reduce and then improvement. But after some time, the symptoms start getting worse again. जब तुमने medicine patient को दिया, when he have taken the medicine, the patient called you like my all symptoms has been gone, my symptoms are better, my symptoms have relieved. But later, some after time, maybe second day, third day, fourth day, he calls again. He says my symptoms are come back or it has been aggravated again. So what to do in this case? What happened actually in this case? So let's see the inference. The remedy was an error. क्यों error था? Either the remedy was only a superficial remedy and could not only act as a palliative. So obviously, अगर वो remedy was partially similimum remedy रहा है, so it has been acted superficially, or the case would be incurable था, या फिर not mostly incurable, but mostly जो case था आपने सिर्फ palliate कर पाए, उसको cure और relief नहीं दे पाए. सो इट वॉज ओनली सिमिलर टू द मोस्ट ग्रीवियस सिम्टम्स, मतलब पार्शली सुटेबल था, पार्शली सिमिलर सिमिलर मेडिसिन वी हैव बीन प्रिस्क्राइब एंड नॉट एग्जैक्ट सिमिलिमम हम दे पाए उनको. सो इट वॉज ओनली सिमिलर टू द मोस्ट ग्रीवियस सिम्टम्स, डिड नॉट कवर द होल केस एंड हेंस नॉट इफेक्ट द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल स्टेट ऑफ द पेशेंट. तो वो सिर्फ सुपरफिशियली एक्ट करके इसका कोर्स कंप्लीट करके अगेन द पेशेंट सफर्ड विथ सिम्टम्स. So the patient is an incurable one and the remedy was somewhat suitable. So इसका prognosis कैसे रहेगा? How would be the prognosis? Obviously the prognosis would be unfavorable. हमको पता ही नहीं रहेगा. The first you might be confused. अरे इसका अच्छा हो गया. Then again इसका कैसे खराब हो गया? Medicine was the right, medicine was correct. So in such cases, what to do now? Simply retake the case. Again, you have to take the whole case and more similar medicine is to be prescribed. Retake the case, proper सारे symptoms note down करे, repertorization proper करे and सारे वो characteristic as well as non-characteristic symptoms को भी ध्यान में रख के case का simillimum find out करे and you will come to know a proper more similar remedy which is responding or corresponding to the patient. Example, a patient with eczema takes a remedy. Skin itching reduces for a few days, but after a week the itching returns stronger or the eruption spreads. So it means the remedy was partial similar remedy because it acted superficially. They cannot reach up to the vital force properly or it doesn't recover the vital force. And 6 observation says too short relief of symptoms. So let's see what does this mean. After taking the homeopathic medicine, the patient feels better, but only for a short time. Then the same complaints come back again quickly. मतलब जब आप एक होम्योपैथ ने प्रिस्क्राइब किया मेडिसिन टू द पेशेंट, ओनली फॉर शॉर्ट टाइम द पेशेंट फेल्स कि मेरे को मेरे सिम्टम्स रिलीव हुए, बट देन वही सारे सिम्टम्स अगेन आ जाते हैं. लाइक इफ द पेशेंट कम बैक एट द एंड ऑफ फर्स्ट सेकंड एंड थर्ड वीक एंड सेज ही हैज डन वेल, उसने बहुत अच्छा किया, मे बी वो आपको कॉल करेगा, वो आपसे आएगा मिलने, मोस्टली तो नहीं आते बट दे मे इन्फॉर्म योर कॉल और एनी व्हाट्सएप दैट दे हैव बीन रिकवर्ड और दैट दे आर फीलिंग बेटर, दे मे थैंक यू, बट दैट इज एज इम्प्रूविंग ऑल द टाइम. उसके सिम्टम्स इंप्रूव किए आफ्टर टेकिंग ऑफ द मेडिसिन, बट एट द एंड ऑफ द 4th वीक अगेन वो आपको कॉल कर सकता है 1 महीने के बाद, 1.5 महीने के बाद या फिर 3 हफ्ते के बाद, कभी भी, और एल्स आपको विजिट करेंगे. ही कम्स बैक एंड सेज आई हैव बीन रनिंग डाउन, मीन्स उसके सिम्टम्स अगेन आ गए हैं या फिर उसके और एग्रावेट हो गए हैं. सो सच केसेस में हम क्या करेंगे, बिकॉज हमारी रेमेडी सिमिलिमम थी. सो व्हाट हैज बीन हैपन टू द पेशेंट, व्हाट हैज बीन हैपन टू द केस, ये देखना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. सो सच केसेस में लेट्स सी व्हाट डज द इन्फ्रेंस सेज. हैज दिस पेशेंट डन समथिंग टू स्पॉइल द एक्शन ऑफ दिस मेडिसिन. ये अपने को क्वेश्चन पहले मार्क करना है. इफ अवर रेमेडी यू थिंक इट इज अ राइट, पेशेंट ने कुछ अलग किया है ये पास्ट 3 वीक्स में, पूछना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. हैज ही बीन ऑन अ ड्रंक, मे बी स्ट्रॉन्ग अल्कोहलिक और स्ट्रॉन्ग एनी पंजेंट ड्रिंक्स उसने कंज्यूम किया है. Has he handled chemicals? कई chemicals may be in Diwali, he may be exposure to the smoke, any kind of thing. Has he been in the fumes of ammonia? कहीं पे visit गया है, कहीं घूमने गया था जहाँ पे उसको बहुत सारा pollution के साथ रहना पड़ा. We have to ask these questions. Remember asking the question which helps the case to complete. If he says, if nothing has taken place to interfere with this medicine in his economy, the physician may be suspicious of this case. The physician may suspect the following. So first, in acute case, we see too short amelioration in acute cases occurs because of high-grade inflammatory condition of organs which are threatened by the processes going on. मतलब continuous prognosis was happening. Like example in malaria, dengue fever or any typhoid fever, there is continuous inflammatory condition was going. So you may keep in mind, in acute cases, you may see such kind of cases in your practice. In chronic cases, if it is too short and amelioration in chronic disease, it means that there is structural change and organs are destroyed or being destroyed or in a very precarious condition. मतलब उसका prognosis is going to very bad. मे बी आपकी रेमेडी सुपरफिशियल और पैलिएटिव एक्ट की, इसीलिए उसका प्रोग्नोसिस ऑफ द डिजीज मींस उसका पैथोलॉजी वाज गोइंग टू बी मोर वर्स. सो ऑब्वियसली द प्रोग्नोसिस इज बैड इन क्रॉनिक केसेस बट इट माइट हेल्पफुल इन अक्यूट केसेस टू सम एक्सटेंट. अभी इन सच केसेस में क्या कर सकते हैं, एज अ डॉक्टर वी शुड नो व्हाट टू डू एंड व्हाट नॉट टू डू. सो इन केसेस में, अक्यूट केसेस में मेडिसिन हैज टू बी रिपीटेड मच ऑफन और मोर सिमिलर मेडिसिन इज टू बी सिलेक्टेड. इसीलिए हम अक्यूट केसेस में रेपिटेशन बढ़ाते हैं. मे बी इन फीवर 1 dose might be not enough, that's why we repeat the fever when the fever spikes up, like maybe in 3 hours, 4 hours or 5 hours, or दिन में 5 to 6 times we say. Or else in case of asthma where we see half hourly आप dose को पानी में लीजिए. मतलब anything in what way we want to prescribe our homeopathy medicine. So you should know that in acute cases repetition of dose is much whenever and wherever it is needed. Or you might change the remedy if even after repeating the dose you don't see any relief of symptoms to the patient, you may change the medicine. Now what happens in chronic case? If there is no interference of the medicine, a more medicine is to be selected, which is similar. So again proper case लिखना, proper case taking करना चाहिए, then proper totality of symptoms, the exact symptom should be selected. So examples क्या हो सकते हैं? You give a Nux vomica and patient feels relief for one day. As his headache goes away, the next day it returns. Headache वापिस आ गया. This shows too short relief. Repetition or adjust potency or restudy the case and find more minimum remedy. So repetition, either repeat the medicine if your medicine is correct or adjust the potency of the medicine. Maybe if you have given 30, you may increase to 200 or 1 m. Or restudy the case if you find no change in any symptoms, no relief to the patient, you have to change the medicine and get the more minimum remedy. Seventh observation says, a full-time amelioration of the symptoms, yet no special relief of the patient. So what does it mean? Iska meaning kya hai? The patient physical symptoms get better, like pain, cough or fever may be improved. But the patient as a whole doesn't feel well. He still feel weak, dull, low in energy or mentally unhappy. मतलब जब आपने मेडिसिन प्रिस्क्राइब किया तो उसके जो सिम्टम्स थे, द फिजिकल सिम्टम्स, मोर ओवर द पर्टिकुलर सिम्टम्स वी यूजुअली सी इन लोकेशन, सेंसेशन एंड मोडालिटीज. So that symptoms were improved, maybe ameliorated, but patient as overall was not seeming well. Maybe he was suffering with any kind of depression, maybe he was not happy, maybe he was low energy or weak. So the body seems improved, but the vital force has not truly recovered here. So let's see, ये क्यों हुआ रहेगा? What is the inference of this observation? The presence of latent condition or latent existing organic condition in such patients which prevent improvement beyond a certain stage. मतलब जो symptoms जो हमको दिखाई नहीं देते हैं, usually 90% it is an iceberg theory that we don't know the exact cause or exact ailments or exact symptoms which is hidden under the water, and we only know some amount of symptoms. So these latent condition we should know. It may take time, but this might be the reason why there is a full-time amelioration but no special to the patient. Example, a patient with one kidney or with fibrosis of the larger part of the lung, hence the patient is curable to certain limit. कुछ हद तक ही ठीक हो सकते हैं ऐसे patient, क्योंकि we can't give another kidney to the patient, correct? But we can save the prognosis of the kidney. So he might be getting a compensatory mechanism over one kidney. So you may see is not fully recovered, but there has been recovered a little time. Maybe not full time, all symptoms may be relieved, but some up to extent it has been relieved. Hence the patient is curable to a certain limit, correct? The remedies act favorably, but the patient is not cured and can never be cured. Such patients like a final stage cancer you might see in this type of cases. The patient is palliated in the instance and it is a suitable palliation for homeopathic remedies. At that stage, we only give a palliation. There is only palliation method, because if we go very deep acting, the case would be unfavorable or threatened to us. It is to be thought of after the administration of several medicines and the amelioration of the case has existed, often to the full length of time of the remedies, but the patient has not risen above his own pitch in this length of time. मतलब पूरा medicine properly देने के बावजूद भी, amelioration होने के बावजूद भी, but the patient has not risen. You may say a very good example is cancer patient. Like up to mark we have ameliorated is all other symptoms which may be artificially developed due to chemotherapy, any kind of symptoms. That symptoms may be ameliorated, but his cancer we can't help there. So we might help by giving him a palliation, but it not be treated or treated properly to the full length. So the prognosis of this case is obviously the bad, as the patient is only curable to a certain extent or certain limit. इसका example देखते हैं. A patient with fibrinosus structural change in certain places, tubercles that have become encysted, and lungs capable of doing only limited work will have symptoms, and these symptoms will be ameliorated from time to time with remedies, but the patient is only curable to certain extent. He cannot go beyond and reason above such a state. मतलब almost उसकी lung काम करना बंद कर चुकी है and it works limited amount, तो उसके जो भी symptoms रह सकते हैं like cough related to the lungs, we may treat with other remedies like taking some case, then giving one remedy, then taking again case, then giving another acute remedy or another superficial remedy for the palliation of the case. But we can't treat the whole case where the irreversible structural change has happened in the patient, or the case is very life threatening to the patient. So we can't give remedy because it has some limitations. Hope so you have understood this topic. This observation is very important because nowadays many homeopaths we see, they take at a first state only that we cure the cancer. First, if you can cure the cancer, it is very good. But if you're claiming to cure every type of cancer, it's impossible because we have certain extent or certain limit. But eighth observation of Kent, which says that some patients prove every remedy they get. What does mean? What it is means? And इसका मतलब क्या है? So, some sensitive patients, instead of getting better, start showing new symptoms of the medicine given. even if the remedy was correct and given in a small dose. मतलब जब आपने पूरा case taking लिया and you got a very similar remedy to that patient which is corresponding towards the patient and the patient has taken, but in the follow up you might see that new symptoms has been happened or occurred in this case. So what this happened? This means their body is too sensitive and they approve of every remedy or every medicine. So after the admission of a dose of a high potency, they will go on proving that medicine, and while under the influence of that medicine, they are not under the influence of anything else. जब भी आपको मेडिसिन देते हैं, जब हायर पोटेंसी दिया है इन पेशेंट में जो वेरी मच सेंसिटिव है, वो हमेशा वो मेडिसिन को प्रूव करेंगे. मीन्स द सिम्टम्स यू आर गेटिंग दैट वुड बी अ मेडिसिनल सिम्टम्स. सो इट टेक्स पोजेशन टू देम एंड एक्ट्स एज अ डिजीज डस. मतलब जो डिजीज के सिम्टम्स थे उसके ऊपर दिस मेडिसिन का सिम्टम एक्ट करेगा एंड ये आपको लगेगा ये इसका डिजीज का पार्ट है. वेर एज यू शुड नो द डिफरेंस बिटवीन द डिजीज का सिम्टम्स एंड मेडिसिन का सिम्टम्स. द रेमेडी एज इट्स ओन प्रोड्रोमल पीरियड, इट्स पीरियड ऑफ प्रोग्रेस एंड पीरियड ऑफ डिक्लाइन. इन होम्योपैथी वी हैव इट्स द मेडिसिन जो भी है उसका एक पर्टिकुलर एक्शन का टाइम रहता है, प्रोग्रेस भी रहता है एंड प्रॉपर टाइम ऑफ डिक्लाइन भी है. सो ये पेशेंट में जिनमें ऐसे हमें न्यू सिम्टम्स देखने मिलते हैं उनको हम यूजुअली बोलते हैं प्रूवर्स. क्यों? दे विल प्रूव द हाईएस्ट पोटेंसी. उनको जो भी मेडिसिन हम प्रिस्क्राइब करते हैं, मे बी इन द आई पोटेंसी, इवन इन द 200 और 1 एम पोटेंसी, दे विल प्रूव द मेडिसिन. सो ऐसे क्यों होता है? इन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ द मेडिसिन. इन्फ्लुएंस. The patient are inclined to be hysterical, overwrought, oversensitive to all things. The patient is said to have an idiosyncrasy to everything. These oversensitive patients are often incurable. Many of them are born with this sensitivity and they will die with it. They are not capable of rising above this over irritable and overwrought state. So the prognosis is bad. मतलब उन पेशेंट में हमेशा अगर हम कोई भी मेडिसिन दे वो हमेशा प्रूव करते रहेंगे बिकॉज दे माइट बी इडियोसिंक्रेटिक पेशेंट्स. सो सच केस में क्या करना है? व्हाट टू डू? इन अक्यूट केसेस हमेशा याद रखना है हायर पोटेंसी के डोजेस नहीं रिफर करने हैं, इवन दो इफ यू फाइंड द केस इज एग्जैक्टली मैचिंग एंड योर पोटेंसी का जो भी चार्ट है यू फॉलो इट इज टेलिंग यू हाई, बट स्टिल आफ्टर नोइंग द केस यू शुड ऑलवेज स्टार्ट विथ 30 पोटेंसी एंड इसमें रेपिटेशन शुड बी इनफ्रीक्वेंट. मतलब बार बार मेडिसिन रिपीट करना नहीं है. इन क्रॉनिक केस 30 or 200 it should be start and obviously keep wait and watch looking at the case कि आपको new symptoms मिल रहे हैं और else पुराने symptoms are getting relieved. Note, remember those patient requires infrequent doses obviously, so a doctor must be very cautious in repetition. इसका example हम देखते हैं now. A patient with headache is given belladonna. After the dose, headache goes away, but he suddenly develops new symptoms like dry throat, redness of face, restlessness. These are belladonna proving symptoms. So let's see the action of the medicine upon provers. What does mean? This refers to how medicines act on healthy people, provers, during a drug proving. The prover's vital force is healthy, so the medicine creates artificial symptoms, proving symptoms which disappear once the medicine is stopped. It is not like a eighth observation. In eighth observation, the person was diseased. That's why he was proving. He was in idiosyncratic. That's why he was proving other remedies. Here, in ninth observation, the patient is not at all a patient. He is a healthy person who is proving our homeopathic medicines to get our medicines materia medica more symptoms. Okay, so let's see. So the medicine creates artificial symptoms, proving symptoms which disappear once the medicine is stopped. So whenever you give any kind of medicine to the prover, homeopathic prover who is healthy, he may get the symptoms which are present in that medicine. This shows the natural action of the remedy. How has it affects a healthy person and help us understand what disease it can cure in the sick. So ये क्यों होता है? Let's see the inference with some examples. The constitutional states of an individual who wants to be a prover should be carefully observed and noted. क्योंकि इन अनहेल्दी और डिजीज पर्सन में हम ड्रग प्रूविंग नहीं कर सकते बिकॉज डिजीज एज वेल एज मेडिसिनल सिम्टम्स में गेट मिक्सड अप एंड वी वुड बी गेटिंग रॉन्ग सिम्टम्स और रॉन्ग मटेरिया मेडिका रिगार्डिंग दैट remedy. So obviously note that while choosing a healthy person for a drug proving, he should be overall healthy and you should know its constitutional states also. Now, example, a healthy person take Nux vomica for proving. He develops irritability, constipation and gastric troubles. This becomes the guiding symptoms for using Nux vomica in sick patient showing similar complaints. हम provers में usually we give low dose of potency and we see wait and watch what kind of symptoms we get. If you find any different or severely aggravating symptoms, please stop that medicine or antidote. It will not much affect the patient. 10th observation from organ on subject. So let's begin. What does 10th observation says? New symptoms appear after the remedy. Meaning, after giving a homeopathic medicine, the patient develops new symptoms that were never present before. मतलब आपने जो भी दवाई दी है एट फर्स्ट इंस्टेंस यू फर्स्ट टाइम पे जब पेशेंट आया था उस बेसिस पे आपने सिम्टम सिमिलैरिटी करके जो दवाई दी थी उसके बाद when he comes during the follow up you may see that there are new symptoms which were never present. तो ये क्यों हुआ रहेगा? Inference. If a great number of new symptoms appear after the administration of a remedy, the prescription will generally prove an unfavorable one. मतलब गलत हो गया है अपनी रेमेडी. It was not the correct medicine. This means the remedy was not suitable for the patient. Instead of helping, it has disturbed the vital force and produced new unwanted symptoms. मतलब artificial symptoms जो medicine क्या है? The probability is after these new symptoms have passed away, the patient will settle down to the original state and no improvement takes place. तो जब द एक्शन ऑफ न्यू सिम्टम्स खत्म हो जाता है, कोर्स और द ड्यूरेशन ऑफ न्यू सिम्टम्स खत्म हो जाता है, यू विल सी अगेन द डिजीज सिम्टम्स कम एंड यू फाइंड देयर वुड बी नो इंप्रूवमेंट टू द पेशेंट. तो सच केसेस में हम क्या कर सकते हैं? व्हाट टू डू इन सच केसेस? इफ द केस इज नॉट सीरियस, if the symptoms are not of serious nature, wait till the new symptoms pass off. मतलब जो मेडिसिन के symptoms थे उसको जाने देना है. Then another most similar medicine is to be selected after taking the case afresh. प्रॉपर वापस केस लेके प्रॉपर सिम्टम सिमिलैरिटी मैच करके यू हैव टू टेक अगेन द केस एंड गिव अ प्रॉपर मेडिसिन और एल्स यू हैव टू एंटीडोट द मेडिसिन. अगर ये केस सीरियस हो गया इन नेचर, if the symptoms are of serious nature, it has to be antidoted. We can't wait and watch in such patient, maybe because the case may be taken life threatening or it may be aggravating the patient's general condition also. For that case, we should antidote. And another most similar medicine is to be selected after a fresh case taking. इसका एग्जाम्पल देखते हैं. A patient had complaints of headache and acidity. You gave a remedy. After a few days, the headache improved, but the patient now develops itching or sleeplessness, which was never there before. So ऐसा भी हो सकता है. So you should always remember the patient का whole case and you should always remember the follow-up, the first follow-up or the second follow-up. You should always remember what happened after giving the medicine. Does these symptoms which came new that was present previously or not? You should aware and you should be recorded with such kind of symptoms if presented or not. 11th observation which says that when old symptoms are observed to reappear. इसका मतलब क्या है? What does it means? After giving a homeopathic medicine on the basis of symptom similarity, the patient's old past symptoms which had disappeared long ago comes back. So this is a very good sign. क्यों? Because वो symptoms में भी suppress हो चुके थे जो अंदर ही अंदर latent थे उस person में, वो बाहर आ गए. It means the remedy is acting correctly and the patient is on the path of true cure. ये usually you are going to see in chronic cases. Will not come across acute case, but you will majorly see 60 to 90% you will going to see this kind of observation in your chronic case. ये क्यों हुआ रहेगा? What is the inference? The medicine administered is correct. The disease is curable just in that proportion as old symptoms which have long been away return. मे भी वो पेशेंट बोलेगा मुझे कुछ सालों पहले इस चीज का तकलीफ था लेकिन अभी जो प्रेजेंट डिजीज है उसका रिकवरी हुआ एंड वो जो बाहर अंदरूनी डिजीज था वो बाहर वापस रिफ्लेक्ट किया. बहुत सालों के बाद वापस रिटर्न आ गया वो सिम्टम्स. सो इट शुड बी यू कीप अ प्रॉपर हिस्ट्री टेकिंग पास्ट हिस्ट्री फैमिली हिस्ट्री एवरीथिंग यू शुड नो इन डिटेल अबाउट द पेशेंट. So you will get to know about the Kent's 11th observation. Symptoms are disappearing in the reverse order of their appearance. The patient is on the road of recovery and it is well to say to the patient that this is encouraging the disease get well from above downwards etc. which says that Hering's law of cure. So here the prognosis is very good. क्योंकि Hering's law बोलते हैं the symptoms should deserve from reverse order of their appearance. मतलब जो अभी आया है लेट आया है वो पहले जाएगा, जो एकदम पहला है वो बाद में चला जाएगा. So what to do? So long as old symptoms come back and go off, the medicine must be let alone. मतलब वही मेडिसिन को रिपीट या फिर वही मेडिसिन का एक्शन देखना बहुत जरूरत है. If the old symptoms come back to stay, then a repetition of the dose is necessary. मतलब old symptoms वापस आए और कुछ दिन के लिए और तुम्हारा केस स्टैग्नेंट हो गया है, so you may repeat the medicine wherever you feel or you may change the potency of the medicine. Example, suppose a patient had eczema years ago that disappeared after ointments like multiple. वो patient ने बहुत ज़्यादा allopathic medicines और else treatment कराया, वो suppress हो गया, उसका eczema has been suppressed and later developed asthma. उसको बहुत टाइम के बाद like 10-15 years के बाद और 5 years के बाद 3 years के बाद उसको asthmatic attacks आने लगे, asthma हो गया. After giving the correct homeopathic medicine for asthma, the asthma improves, उसके सारे symptoms of asthma recovery होने लगे and the old eczema reappears for a short while. उसका पुराना जो एक्जिमा विच वाज सप्रेस इट वाज कमिंग अगेन, तो ये हमें मिला है, सो इट्स अ वेरी गुड साइन. सो वी डोंट हैव टू स्टॉप द ट्रीटमेंट हियर, वी हैव टू कंटिन्यू द ट्रीटमेंट गिविंग द same constitutional medicine or same medicine which has you have been given to improve the asthma, or else you may be taking again the history whatever it is needed to the or required to the case. नोट, ओल्ड सिम्टम्स रिटर्न आए, प्रॉपर हिस्ट्री टेकिंग में तुमको नोट डाउन करना है कि इसके ओल्ड सिम्टम्स क्या थे. यू शुड नो इफ ओल्ड सिम्टम्स रिटर्न it is a good sign that our medicine is curative in reaction. अगर new symptoms आए, so it is a bad sign, it would be a wrong remedy. 12th observation, which is the last observation of Kent, which says that symptoms take the wrong direction. What does this mean? Meaning, after giving a remedy, the patient's symptoms move in the wrong direction. गलत direction पे move कर रहे हैं. That is, symptoms move from skin to internal organs. Or example, from lungs to the heart. Or mental emotional state becomes worse even if physical symptoms improve. मतलब symptoms move कर रहे हैं from outwards to inwards, which is against the Hering's law of cure. Whereas it is moving from less important organs towards more important organs, like skin से heart में जा रहा है symptoms. मतलब उसका more internal organs are affecting. तो ये this shows the disease has been suppressed and not cured. The remedy has driven inward. So you have to keep in mind कि जब भी आप कोई patient को treat करें, a complete case taking followed by the follow-up, proper follow-up you should take. Note it down. Inference क्यों हुआ रहेगा? A true homeopathic cure follows Hering's law, which state that from within outward, from above downward, and in the reverse order of their appearance. कोई भी बीमारी हमेशा अंदरूनी से बाहर जाती है. हार्ट लंग्स से आउटवर्डली इफेक्टेड, आउटवर्डली shows symptoms हमें दिखते हैं. From above downward, from head to toe, and in the reverse order of their appearance. जो अभी आया है वो सबसे पहले जाएगा, एंड जो पहले आया था वो बाद में जाएगा. मेडिसिन गिवन इज रॉन्ग, प्रॉपर मेडिसिन नहीं था, ऑब्वियसली द प्रोग्नोसिस वुड बी द बैड. सो इस केस में क्या करना है हमें? वी शुड एंटीडोट द मेडिसिन. Almost similar medicine is to be applied. Example, if medicine is prescribed for rheumatism of knees and relief takes place, but the patient is deteriorating with violent distress that settles in the region of heart or spine, it indicates that the disease is transferred from circumference to the center. मतलब वो मेडिसिन either superficial act की और else partially similar मेडिसिन थी, but it didn't cured. और इसका prognosis इतना fast बढ़ते गया patient का that we were only seeing the superficial symptoms only and we were not able to reach internally. So, hope so you have understood this Kent's 12 observation, which is very important. We get patients of Kent 12 observation very frequently. You may see this kind of patient in chronic diseases, and you may come to this kind of patient always. Always, like always, you're going to see this kind of patient, and this might be happening in your starting time of your practice. So, make sure that a proper case taking is very important, followed by the proper follow up. Hope so you have understood this topic. Thank you for watching.